go live and see what happens? Okay, well, I guess that's happening. Jeez. How the hell do I even check? Let's see here. I am by no means an expert in what I am doing, and I apologize up front, because this is going to be an absolute shit show, I can already tell. Jeez. Let's drag this over here. So that way I guess I can watch the chat while I'm doing this stuff, I guess. I have no idea. First time doing this. Should have asked Neckbeardia if I did this, but I didn't. So that makes me an idiot. Good grief. Yeah, Neckbeardia's going, so what one's your stream? You got a few up. I'm like, I have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, Neckbeardia. I said, yeah, I have no idea. More or less, I wanted to, hold on. Yeah, I'm using OBS, Neckbeardia. I wanted to show you guys Incarnate. It's a pretty cool little site I found purely by accident. I kind of stumbled upon the site, and I thought that'd be cool to let you guys become acquainted with it, maybe see what it can do for you. A lot of times, a lot of good people have problems making maps. There's no real good map makers on the market, and I was like, what's a good, like, I literally collect map making things, just being a DM. And then I found this site. I was like, oh, what the hell is this fucking thing? And for a while I couldn't use it. I was like, I want to use this fucking site because I like to use all these little map sites. And yeah, I made all these maps myself. I'm trying to use my dual screens to see the chat and all that. I may miss you. I apologize. But let's see here. 3 separate. I know I'm not good, man. I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to like get it scheduled, and it said go live. I'm like, well, would it go live automatically? I guess I'll just click go live then. But I guess I clicked it 3 times. Look, man, I'm not a smart person. All right, I'm just doing my best out here. But yeah, this is mostly a map maker, and not a lot of folks apparently know about Incarnate. It's $25 per year. And I've been talking to them on Facebook, and they're going to be making a top-down battle map maker, and that's got all my goodies up in bundles. Let me tell you. But I am not a ginger, Martin. You're the ginger. But basically, you can go in and you can make these maps, and it's pretty intuitive. Even a boomer like me could figure it out. All right, I'm literally a fucking nothing brain. But you can go in and you can kind of create maps and add all this cool shit to it. Like, let's go and make a fresh map, shall we? Let's go to Return to Maps, New Map, and they got like Fantasy Regional Classic. It's just kind of like they have all these different styles of these maps. And you got like kind of like this kind of map, and you got a parchment map, which is a lot more simple, just kind of a parchment theme to it, not a lot of things to it. Then you got Fantasy World, which is more like a giant continent-based map, and then Fantasy Regional HD, which is what I use for my battle maps because it's just more intricate and more detailed. Alright, but let's go and make a Fantasy Regional HD map. So you can have all your document sizes, you can go medium resolution, high, or ultra 4K. Ultra 4K resolution is a pretty high resolution. You gotta be careful when you're using that or you'll crash your fucking server. If you're using Chrome, which is eating up all your RAM, do not click the Ultra 4K, alright? Your computer will fucking turn to a black hole, I promise you. Show us your cat girl ear collection. I'm not gonna do that. That's for me and myself and my wife to know about, and not you, alright? But let's go to the digital landscape. So it starts out with mostly water, right? Now the fun part is you can go here and click it to generate a map. So let's say you want 39% water. You click the button. It's going to auto-generate a landmass like that. So already half the work is already done. Half your map is already, taken care of. But at the same time, you can go in and still change things. Say you want to add land. Well, you click the add button here. You can change the size up and down. And then you just kind of... And also, there's like a circle shape. And then there's like a squiggly shape that adds the rough lines to it. Makes it look more natural. They don't have the best Control Z quite yet. Oh, look what I fucking did. Yeah, with Control Z, you gotta be careful. Should I delete Furfag super chats? Martin, you really are an absolute curious character. You know that? No, don't abuse the furs for now. But say like, oh, I want more landmass here. You can kind of click here, and it'll add more landmass there. And say you want more jagged edges, you make it smaller, and you can kind of go in here and add more of them jagged edges and all that. But and then once you do this, you come in here, and there's actually terrain brush options. Like they have grass, you make grasslands. They have snowy grass. They have ocean texture. They have water blue, grass 1, grass 2, grass 3. They have pavement, pavement 2, grass red, snow, parchment stained, ice, like all kinds of fun textures they have on there. Valp, the program is called Incarnate. It's a map making program that I'm actually getting really into. I wanted to give them a quick little spot on the channel, and also kind of like test out the streaming function. As everyone found out, the streaming function and me do not get along. I do not understand it quite so well yet, but I'm sure with due time we'll be best friends soon. But then we got like, you can go land brown. You can kind of make deserty plains areas for your map. It's all very simple and intuitive. But and say you want to go on here and you want to zoom in. You go, okay, I want to put down some settlements or some mountains. Well, there's these stamp collections, and you can kind of go in here. You can add in custom stamps. That's how I usually copy the maps for the Westmarch server. I have what the continent is. I go in there and I kind of like recreate it so I can put in what I need to put in there. So there's a way to like install your own stamps. Okay. I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat here, so I apologize if I miss you. I don't have the best streamer setup in the world. But let's see here. So you want to add mountains. There's snow-capped mountains, green mountains, regular rocky mountains, dark mountains, rocky mountains, hills. So I want to put a mountain range over this place right here. You go in, change the size to the size you want it, like that maybe, and you have a radius. So you can actually plug in, like say you want a big radius of mountains, you can kind of do this right here. And then you have the density. You can change the density of how many mountain stamps there are in that radius. Say you just want something like this, you can go in here and you can make a mountain range like that. You can go in and find taller mountains, and you can actually go into the density, turn it down to 1, radius down to 1, and increase the size. You can kind of pockmark these bigger mountains around in here. If you notice, there's a little thing right here, and these are random. They have more than one stamp for all these. So when you're dragging these, it creates a random stamp every time, so it's not the same stamp every single time you click it. Yeah, there is a grid overlay, and I know there's a delay. That's not exactly a shocker there, but you can go in here to show grid. You can go for more of a 3D grid, a flat grid, or a hexagonal grid. So you can grid these out for traveling use for your games. That's why I love this fact, and why I cannot wait for them to include a top-down battle map maker. That will make everything so much easier for everyone involved in D&D, especially your poor fucking DMs. But there's the grid overlay. I'll turn it off real quick. And how I use this for battle maps, you may be wondering. I was going to not save that. say I had this town set up for a game, right? So you have your map you made right here, and you go in, and you go show grid, and you create your grid on it, and boom, you have a fucking battle map. You can go like this if you really wanted to make it easier on whatever you're doing. Maybe using Roll20, you want an easier time doing it. But you can have like a floor plan grid for your battle map. And this makes my life so much fucking easier that I was willing to shill these people for free. That's how much it is. Hey, can I mention you in a video? They said, fuck it, go ahead. I was like, all right, let's do this. So I paid them my $25 for the year, mind you, $25 for a year, which is absolutely like redonkulous for a program like this. And yeah, like let's see here, return to maps. Okay, like this one, like I built a city. Like this thing, Teal wanted an alleyway battle map, so I went in with all the stamps, and I created this. And at the same time, you can go in here and show grid, and you have your grid going, and you can have a battle map just like this. And you zoom in, and they're pretty detailed little stamps. You got. I wish they had a better way of traversing the map. They don't have that yet. I wish they could like right click and drag, but they don't quite have that yet. But more or less, oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's the glass. But the buildings are really detailed stamps. You got sacks and flowers and inns and buildings and crates and even wells. The wells are also stamps. You got fountains. It's a great little program. Yeah, the floor plan is really nice to have. We're going to start pulling in more and more players. I'm recruiting more and more DMs so we can have more and more players. The one thing I want to have is a nice constant flow of games going in and out for both European and American servers. So we're doing our best to like get more DMs going. Yeah, Irish Sniper. Yeah, it's a really awesome little program, and I'm so glad I found it because I was using this program. So we can pull it. Yeah, Asgard's Fantasy Map Maker. I was using this, but it's very hard to control what's going on with the randomization, and you can't really edit it, and you can't. It's very little you can actually change on Asgard's Map Maker. But what you can do is take a screenshot from this, make it into a stamp, and then you can copy it and paste it onto the Incarnate Maker. So that way you can actually more or less copy what you're seeing, and then you can kind of go in there and edit it further if you so wish. Daddy guard Ø ⱡ please don't. Please don't do that. You make me uncomfortable. Let's try and pull the second screen around so I can see your fucking chat better. I wish they had a pop-out chat or some shit. It's annoying. Gotta crane my neck to see. There we go. Let's see here. Love Incarnate. That was Irish Sniper. Daddy guard Ø ⱡ I will find you and hurt you dearly. Can you rotate the map? On Incarnate, I don't actually know. I'm not the biggest expert with the map currently. But there's undo, there's changes history, but I don't think you can rotate the map per se. Maybe Martin will know, but I have personally no idea. You can rotate certain things, I know that. Showed his weakness. Got my cup of coffee here. But yeah, I figured I would do a quick little streameroozy to get my fingers wet with the stream function itself. 'Cause I like to do more streaming in the future and actually show you guys Incarnate. But like I know, like the parchment map looks like this. This is the map I'm doing up for the Veil Rider series. I'm gonna have this in the background so y'all can see where they're going. But this is like the paper map version where you can go in and you can kind of plot routes, have little basic stamps for the maps, trees, hills, the veil, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is what the parchment map looks like. Press the 3 top dots in the corner. Corner of what? Oh shit. No. Is it that easy? No. No, it pops out. Well, shit. Damn it. Well, I guess that cat is out of the bag, isn't it? It's a shame. I guess this is what it gets to be a boomer nowadays. This is your punishment. All right, I got you. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess the egg is now on my face now, isn't it? No. This map here is for the Veil Rider series. This is for the OG original series I'm writing for Neckbeardia. And basically this map I want to have as an inlay in the background with a little red dot that shows where the Veil Rider party is. Well, I know the basics. I know the basics of setting up a stream. Usually, I ran art streams on a website, and but I haven't used YouTube's yet. There's a lot more to it than those other websites. So yeah, I know. Garbro's a retard. I'm aware. But like, it's just really cool, and I cannot wait for them to create a battle map maker, because that's going to make every fucking GM, DM in the world fucking cream their shorts, because you can go in and make a map on the fly if you need to. Because the hardest part about hey Garbro, will there be Oni in the Veil Riders? Why do you ask? Let's see here. Just look for symbols. It's quite simple. Yeah. Jeez. Alright. But, like, it's just going to be so cool when these guys are able to get all their tools out. Because right now what I got to do is, say with one of the other parties I'm running or the games, if I know that they're going in a certain direction, while they're talking and role-playing, I'll be in the background, like, trying to rush out a fucking map. Because they usually make 3 to 4 maps for a game to play with, but sometimes a party will go off in a very strange direction. You gotta go, oh shit, I gotta make a map real quick. So it's kind of make a map of Flavor Town. But yeah, sometimes I'll be like trying to panic make a map in the background, so that way I can have a more accurate display of where they are. In this game, this site makes it that much easier, because you can just kind of go in there and you can very quickly rack out a map. Like, okay, I need trees here, and they're in a village, so I guess I'll put, let's see here, you actually go in and type village here, and it'll pop up options for you. So you can go in here, like, okay, they're in a village, I'll change the size, the doopy-doopy-doop, they'll put a building here, and here, and here, and here, and I'll put a building, I guess let's put this building here specifically, and I'll put this one right here. And now you can go, all right, I want to make a road going through, so I'll go over here to the paint tool. I'll find like a nice dusky color. I will reduce the softness down to 0, so it's harder, and then I'll reduce down the size, and I'll go in here, and suddenly you'll have, oh, actually that's a little too smooth, isn't it? Go to the shape. All right, so. Okay, game. You're gonna be like that? Okay. What are you doing now? What are you doing? What are you doing, game? There we go. So you go. Little dirt road coming in here. You can go through. I mean, it's very easy to like just pop up a town just like that, and boom, you have a battle map to play a town thing on. Alright, throwing it on silent so you still get support but don't have to listen to your grating voice. Really? Really? Is that the way you're going to play this? Tell me the Zero Wolf, show me on the doll where Garbro touched you and hurt your feelings. So do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. 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 I swear to God, if you put big Oni Samas with the Ara Aras and all in the Veil Riders, I'm jumping in front of a truck coon so I can get to their world. Hi, Easy Cheese. How you doing? I'm Buddy in the server, but in these streets, I'm SoundCloud Rappa Choppa Luther King Guard Sama. I don't know how I feel about that, but I suppose that you're just gonna do you, ain't you, buddy? Jeez. But yeah, while your players are kind of doing their thing and you're trying to multitask, you can kind of throw together a quick map and get it going. And there's always these little tiny things, like the little small things you can throw in that makes the thing you're building a little more believable. Like you got haystacks you can kind of toss in here and there. You can throw in here, throw one here. You can go in the catalog. There's even more little miscellaneous things. They even have little monster icons. I'm not sure how you would use those. I guess you'd use them more as like a... because you can't move them when these are on the map. So I'm not really sure how those correlate into the battle map. But they're there for you to use, I suppose. Izakai rule number 1. Don't jump in front of trucks. I do agree. You definitely should not do that. Abandoned ship? What is this thing? Ah, it's a big ass abandoned boat. But yeah, look how detailed these things are. You could actually make this thing super fucking huge and use this as a battle map if you so wish. Like you can take this boat here and just blow that fucker up, right? And then you can go over here, show grid, and now you have a boat battle map. Like, I know it's kind of cheesy doing that, but that's how you can make a quick, on-the-spot battle map. Boom, right there. Now your boys are fighting on top of an abandoned ship, fighting fish people. I don't know. But that's how quick you can make these things. It's just... and say they do get in, like, cool floor plans and all that, or, like, inner sides of buildings, that's going to make things so much easier for making, like, interior battle maps. This chat is definitely something. Unless you really want to commit unalive. Okay. Let me guest on your now stream. Maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next time. I know how you operate in the VC as it is, and I don't want to get kicked off the YouTube that quickly. I really wish they would add more stamps too. Oh yeah, these things. So like, say you want to do like a quick city, like you just want to flip a quick city. They have these little city stamps you can use. New map. So oh, hey, Dark Days. Basically, I'm showing off a map making application called Incarnate that you can use for D&D or whatever have you to make these quick little maps. And I figured I'd take a quick moment while I'm recovering from recording all through the fucking weekend to show you guys what these things are. Hello, ģerbīrdia. I just got out of a final which I bombed, but I did the math and my average is still a B. Well, that's the good news. The good news is, even though you bombed, you still won. Let me tell you, I was fucking awful in school, bro. Awful in school. But yeah, so they got these little things right here where you want to throw up a quick town. You can... oh, whoa, where'd it go? Oh. We lost them, boys. Okay, I'll just delete that real quick, and I'll do it again. So yeah, so you can actually create like okay, I need a citadel, whack, and they have these huge stamps. You can stamp, smack a huge citadel. Show them the Oni. The price of Incarnate should be $25 a year. Incarnate. Oh, come on, you. Incarnate price. I have to log out so y'all can see the non-member version. Yeah, so the subscription is $5 per month or $25 per year, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, so it's actually extremely cheap in terms of map makers. Hey, doll.
Hello.
I'm on stream, so
You might get a kick out of this.
don't say sexy things while I'm here. What's going on? Oh yes, weed eating again?
I was going to be cutting barrels.
Cutting barrels over the garden. Take your finger off the trigger when processing safety guidelines. Technically,
His finger is...
it's not that awful. Still bad.
Especially when you're publicly protesting with like a large weapon.
With a quote-unquote pistol with an arm brace that you're probably going to shoulder. Yeah. So hey, so say hi to the chat if you so wish, I guess.
Hello. My grinder is at my shop, and I'm very mad.
Your grinder? Yeah. Hi, girl to girlfriend. More like wife. If she was still my girlfriend, she should probably have left me by now. But now you're stuck here with me.
Yeah.
Don't agree to that.
Divorce is a hassle.
Really? Really? You're going to say that in front of all these nice people? Divorce is such a hassle. Jeez. Guard is the best titty streamer. I don't know that. But yeah, so it would, if you're a DM or a GM or people who just like to make maps and do stuff with them, I don't know, you can go in here and get a pretty good map maker. Is that a cat?
It's Fred.
What do you want, Freddy? Piss, 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 piss.
Fred.
Is that a woman? Good grief. But yeah. How is half an hour already transpired on the stream? What the fuck? Like it's only been like 5 minutes. Jeez.
I found my trickle charger. Got my truck battery pulled.
Did you? So the battery's charging up?
I think I know why it ran out. My negative terminal, like, lost the nut to it. So it's just kind of been...
Don't you just hate it when you lose a nut?
Yeah. So, yeah, got that.
All right. It's the whole guard They're being dumb. But yeah. But I would like to do is I like to go on and how big is a 1.6 ounce of azurite? I like to go on here and maybe do art streams every once in a while because I was thinking about drawing like doing the all skeleton party comic panel inking on stream maybe, or drawing characters from the Veil Riders or whatever have you, or drawing in general. Martin is spamming re in the chat.
Is it going to be too loud if I use a circular saw?
I don't care. This is just a casual, relaxed stream.
Okay.
So you saw to your heart's content, my lady. Could you stare any more angrily at me?
Don't be stupid.
Don't be so cute. Love you.
Love you too.
I cherish our marriage. Quit, give me that look. Jeez. Can you shut the door, please? Can you shut it for me? Pretty please. My dearest wife, who I love so much. I love you. Okay. Well.
Love you.
I suppose I could draw the heretic party. I could draw a character or something like that while I'm in there. Post your tits, guard. Show me them juicies. I'm afraid I am not going to do that. Ever. But, the next chapter of the Veil Riders is all written up. I'm going to be narrating that probably tomorrow, now that my unofficial weekend is over. Because, let me tell you, trying to, voicing and editing that 1 hour stream of 1.5 hour stream of the Straight Fantasy things, that took 4 days to narrate and edit. And then poor Nick had to go in there and like put everything together. I was like, I'm so sorry. Hey Nick, how big was the file for that Stranded in Fantasy video? It had to be like gigs, I'm sure, just gigs of fucking of memory being taken up out of your hard drive. Disgustingly wholesome. Fucking fig. But can you? No, I guess I could stream video games while I'm doing this. I haven't played a fucking video game in like 4 days, I think. I haven't had any fucking time. What do I have to play? I have Bannerlord 2, Mordhau, Overwatch. I don't 10 gigs for a video. Oof, jeez. I don't mind Overwatch. It's a pretty okay game. It's just full of fucking children, it seems like. 6 tetrabytes. But while y'all have me here, do you guys have any questions about the Incarnate program or anything y'all want to see in particular? I can go through all the stamps as well, I guess. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go through all the stamps. So, let's see here. I don't actually own Left 4 Dead 2. I haven't played Left 4 Dead since like 2005. Yeah, I ain't played Left 4 Dead anything since 2004, actually. Yeah, Bannerlord's like a little game. But before I head out and do something else, let's take a look at all the stamps. So you got dunes, dune short. You got hills, all kinds of trees, big trees that are magical. You got cherry blossom trees. You have dead trees, mesas, mesa arches, flames, crystals, cliffs, caves and mines, plateaus, ice caves, stalagmites, heights. Fucking words you just can't say. Good grief. Give us your login. Small scale maps, it works really good actually. You can go large scale or small scale. It actually scales up extremely well all the way around. Chili blossom. Yeah. There's also all these airships. You can have. These are what James wants in the game. But yeah, they have all these airships you can choose from right here. I really want to give James a rudimentary airship in the server, but they are so against it. It's almost funny. Let's see here. Getting pings from the server. How many fucking streams did I set up? Holy shit. Oh, I see. You guys are posting them. Okay. Very funny. Who did this? And it's Grand. I'm not surprised that Grand spammed 14 stream links in the chat. Great job. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, so nothing blowing up in the server. Oh, I always gotta check back with the server once in a while, make sure no one's gonna fucking blow up an end or some shit. Send us the OnlyFans link. Sorry, my toes are only for my wife and those who pay enough money. Can we not just hook up a hot air balloon? Let's see here. You got bakeries, archery range, all these barrels and crates and sacks you can have splayed around. They have bones. They only have like dinosaur bones or like monster bones. Not like they don't have like human bones yet. So I'm hoping to get some human bones in. Guard James is crying. You should call him. What the fuck? What? Why is James ain't crying? Come on now. Give toes. Please give me some toes, girl. Please. There's some nice tents. You got A-frame tents, pavilion tents, that kind of stuff. You got cathedrals, churches, citadels, cities. The cities are kind of cool. You kind of have like an instant city you can kind of plop down right here, which is pretty neat. The DM work on the fly. I need a city. Fuck. Here's the city of Bogenberg. You know, and here, bop. There you go. You got a city. You just work with that. What's else got in here? Let's see. You got clock towers. Lots of clock towers. Cranes. You have craters, like just random craters. Crops, dragons you can have flying around. Today on Instant Dragon. It's a dragon flying around. And the most important thing is I love how they send us autographed copies of your divorce papers. Fuck you, man. Send us autographed copies of your divorce papers. Oh, God, that got me. That got me good. Whew, okay, yeah, moving on. Fuck, I was not prepared for that. Alright, we have other varieties of dragons. You have farms. These are nice when you're doing like a farming village. You have all these different farming buildings you can kind of crop up here and have sit in. There's also floating islands. And what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll take these floating islands, right? Ooh, hold on, I'll delete this real quick. So what they'll do is you'll give them a floating island, right? So you want this floating island. They'll take this, they'll blow it up, right? So you have this big floating island here. And then they'll go in with a town or a building, and then they'll make towns in the little... I gotta change the Z setting. Hold on. Layer. And they'll go in there and they'll make these little towns on... You piece of shit. On the floating city. Or a floating rock. And I guess that way you can have like a floating rock campaign or something. Or like a floating village or a floating country of sorts. And then they'll go in here, they'll take one of these large castles, and they'll put it right up on top here like this. And that way you can have like a floating town map if you so wish. We need a city dedicated to hookahs and BB hashish parties. Is your chat lagging? No, I believe there's usually a delay because I chose a particular stream setting, so you guys aren't going to hear me until like a couple seconds afterwards. I'm sure Neck's compiling a huge thing for me to read here in a minute. Can we cage all the kobolds? COD pieces of enslavement. Jesus. Good lord. Rest of the stamps. Go through the stamps. You got manor houses. You got the inns. a collection of inns, human town stamps. You can quickly wreck out a human town. Orc towns, military camps. The market stalls are pretty good. You can have a quick little pop-up market you can just throw down as stamps. Floating magic isles filled with gay magic lizards and frustrated big titty goblinoids. I don't know what level of horny you are on, but you need a good bonking. To the horny jail with you. Big titty loxodon. Oh, jeez. You have a bunch of statues you can choose from for stamps. You got lots of boats. You even got boat wrecks, which is pretty cool. You got sea serpents, which are actually kind of fun to use for decorating your maps. You got docks. These docks are extremely handy. You got lots of bridges for different angles. Stone arches. You got a Tudor town, so you can make a little Tudor-style town. You can slap it down. Also got a little thatch roof village. It's pretty cute, I got to admit. You actually have wall stairs for your walls and maybe putting down as defenses. Brass collar of subjugation, but for kobolds it's a belt. You guys need to stop. You got elven walls, elven gates, elven capital, that kind of stuff. You got orc flavored stuff, dwarf flavored stuff, elf flavored stuff. You got mud people flavored stuff, sand people flavored stuff, jungle flavored stuff. You got Weeaboo stuff over here, all the weeb stuff, weeb ships, weeb wagons. You got dark elf style stuff or citadel stuff. Then you have these cool little banners. You got abandoned things, flowers, bushes, creepy mushrooms, all kinds of fun stuff here. Later, easy cheese, later, I'll see you later. But besides these, you also got like different style ones, like more cartoony. These are for the parchment maps, they're all simply drawn on. Fantasy World is this more like it's different style. It's not really designed to be more detailed and zoomed in on. It's more or less just kind of like this kind of stuff. So it's very map orientated than play orientated. You know what I mean? You can't. Sand people are a direct race from Star Wars, good sir. I can say sand people all I damn well please. Sand people is a canonical term for sand people in the Star Wars universe. And hey, as y'all are aware, YouTube loves the liberal Star Wars universe, so I can say sand people all I damn well wish. The flail of fornication. That is just a horrible thing to say out loud. What was, Sawyer? One of those what the fuck moments on YouTube. The flog of fortification. Yeah. Alright. But I guess I got a little more time to kill before I gotta start doing more work stuff. You guys want to watch me play a video game or some shit? I don't know. I have no idea. Sand popel. We can play a little bit of Bannerlord. We can play a little bit of Overwatch. We can play a little bit of Mordhau. Something that's quick and easy to watch, I reckon. What do y'all think? I shall fortify morale with this flog. You can't be sad if you're in pain. Eat a burrito. It'll take about half an hour for the burrito to get cooked up in the oven. See, I don't... Neckbeardia posted a meme and goes, when your girl is sucking on your nuts and you feel using a little too much teeth, they are not for eating. That's not right, Neck. That's not right. That's not good. Alright. Play Bannerlord and or Butterlord. Alright. So let's get that up and running. So besides that, play your anime games. I don't actually own any anime games. I play those on my phone so the wife can't see. No one must know my secret. Let's see here. I'm not playing Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I'm not good at Fortnite. How do you throw it up on the screen? Oh, I know how. I just open it in the browser. I should open up. There we go. So there's the meme that James was showing us. See how bad its delay is, I wonder. It's a shame you can't change. Ooh, it's a shame you can't change the latency while you're streaming. That'd be handy. That is quite the delay. Alright, so let's see here. Let's get the game up and running. Oh, good grief. I think Mordhau will be more fun than Bannerlord to watch. Let's pull up Mordhau. Let's get that meme station up and running. Alright, so let's... I gotta change a few settings so I won't be overcasted by the game. We're gonna learn all kinds of fun new things today, ain't we, ladies and gents? Let's see here. OBS. Go to game capture. Mordhau. Bring down desktop audio a little bit so it won't be super fucking loud when I'm killing folks and or being killed. And we'll go start finding the game, I guess. Let's get rolling. I am not playing anime games on stream. But Neck, what settings do y'all usually use to keep down the latency issues? Because this is ridiculous. I understand that there's going to be like a delay, but this delay is a very, very long delay. Go banjo class. Alright, let's see here. Blue team it is. Let's go with Grim. Alright, let's see. that felt dirty. I didn't enjoy doing that. Alright, Sawyer, I'll see you later. Alright, so we're doing the siege thingy. I do miss that the siege green text ended with a better ending. The siege ended on such a blah ending. The fucking. But that is like it wasn't a good ending. It wasn't satisfying of an ending for a green text story. So it was kind of lackluster. Felt kind of bad when I thought I'll do a quick video here and I'll end it tomorrow, and there were like 4 lines left. I was like, oh well, okay. So first thing to work on with Garstream is this fucking latency issue. That way it's a little more live than what it's currently doing. My PC's running extremely cool. That's kind of frightening. It should be running so cool, streaming and running the video game. Oop. Ah, he stabbed me. Fuck you! Ah, fuck it. Mistimed that one. Why is my PC running so cool? My PC usually runs hot when I'm doing this, and it's running extremely cool, and it's kind of freaking me out. So, PC may die today, folks. It's doing un-PC things, and honestly, I'm a little bit scared. Let's see here. Oh, blew it off. Yeah, it's really sad that it petered off like that, and at least Stranded in Fantasy had a somewhat satisfying ending, or at least had a proper ending to it, not just lol, we're done now. That was really really not the best ending that a green text could have, and it goes, all right, we're done here, and it just dies. Like, oh well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Nice plume helmet, knave. Oop, I missed. Gotcha. Alright. So let's run up. Post specs, it's a hodgepodge of shit, man. It's mostly like a budget PC. A while back, a thunderstorm fried my other gaming PC, and my fan base, thankfully, was kind enough to help me out getting a new one. They really are the OGs of the whole thing by helping get that computer made. Ah, shit! It's a one-hander! Ah, it's the heavy hand axe. Fuck, heavy hand axe! Yeah, I would say that the Stranded in Fantasy series had a much more satisfying ending than a lot of the green text stories out there. It was the thing you want to change is the bitrate and time delay. And I assume you changed that on YouTube side, right? But yeah, well, Stranded had an okay ending. It was kind of a cop-out ending where more or less the main character dies, and then more like a force ghosts. Like I kind of see the MC of that story being like Obi-Wan Kenobi, like a force ghost that helps the newly arrivals kind of deal with the world. Die! Thank you. But yeah. Bitrate's OBS. So the bitrate will change the delay then, yeah? Pan and rock until there is none. Change it through OBS. Can you change it in OBS while you're using OBS, or you gotta stop the stream and then change it? So is that how that works? Yeah, the Force Ghost thing is like, okay. You know, I don't want to sound snooty or anything, but there are much better ways to do that kind of stuff than how he did it, but I'm not going to, throw shade because of how he wrote it. I mean, it was more or less a 4chan story, far as I'm aware. So this is one of those things. Like, you could have, like, actually gone further on to the idea, but it went from Force Ghost to ending super quick, and there's no real build up to it or real like concreting of that particular aspect of the MC. Yeah, Neck, how about later on you help me out fucking get this thing rolling how it should. Because this is more or less I'm using all the default settings for the stream because I have no idea what the fuck I am doing, so it will definitely be better next time after Papa Neck. Ah, you little cheeky fucker, I saw that. Little piece of shit. But I think after Neckbeardia straightens me out, Ø ⱜ it should be a better stream next time, I reckon. Do. Ah, shit. You motherfucker. Fuck you, Spikes. I'm not dealing with your shit. Yeet. Yeah, he mentioned Avery, and I was like, oh, Avery's back. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, I actually had to pause my work and go, wait, I thought I missed a spot. I thought I missed an entire journal entry because Avery just shows up, like, out of nowhere. And I was like, what on earth? Well, I was like, why is Avery back? I don't understand that. And I thought I missed an entire chapter of that fucking that fucking part, but no, it was just she just shows up, doesn't explain what happens or how they meet. Just okay, me and Avery show them the way now. I'm just like, well, you could go a little bit further with that. You could tell us how Avery even came to be in the presence of you. You gonna fill us in, or? I just figured that if you're gonna do that, you're at least gonna tell us how it happened, at least, get fainted. But yeah, it was kind of... I thought I'd missed like a whole thing because she just shows up and that's it. I'm like, oh, well, I had to search through, like I had to scroll through multiple times, thinking, did I miss something? Because I didn't want to miss like a really obvious chapter hook for you guys. So I was going through looking at everything. Conquistador style. What the? Oh. The Force Ghost thing was crapped, but we never got to know what happened to anyone else. Yeah, I would like to know what happened to the little dragon baby. Matter of fact, he never really mentioned that. Could you quit fucking shooting me? God damn it! He never really explained what happened to the dragon baby. He never really goes into details about what happened to Reyna or their kid or anything else, and it was kind of a letdown. I figured he would tell us something at least, you know. Oh shit! Ah fuck! He's half sorting. But a lot of folks want me to include some of the aspects of the Stranded Fantasy story into the Veil Riders, and while I'm my own bud beheaded me. While I'm okay with that, I'm not really sure if I should, you know. Is the quality coming through as blurry as I'm seeing, or what? Because I'm seeing the live replay here, and it looks kind of blurry. I have a lot to learn about streaming, I know that much. Who hit me? Can we watch Strange Days on stream? I don't know if you can watch movies on stream without getting hit with a copyright strike or having the stream ended. It'd be nice if we could have a Strange Days stream, but I don't know if that's even feasible. Kick. Oof, that was rough. Jeez. Hey, me gusta. Me gusta. Yeah, this is my first stream, Augusta, so it's gonna be absolute fucking shit, and I apologize. This is like the teething phase, more or less. Yeah, rapid clicking. You gotta get your rapid clicks in with Mordhau. You gotta get it in there. But yeah, if you guys have any good tips for making the stream better, so I can get more streams in and have them be better streams, because there's always a kind of a weird comfiness about doing streams and stuff with people who listen to you, more than videos, because you can't interact with, you know, a recorded video as you can with a stream. I prefer to be a little more real-timey and better if I am going to do this. How do you keep blocking like that? God damn. So, Guard, who is your favorite DM and player? From where? The Westmart server or just in general? Your car broke down again? I thought you guys got that car fixed. Or the engine blew up again. I myself, one of my fucking cars broke down as well. The Envoy's fucking deadline, so we gonna scrap that bitch out and call it a day. Well, saying you guys gotta tell me best or favorite DM from where and player from where, because you know I DM a lot of games. I know a lot of DMs. I have a lot of players that I've worked with. You know, over the years. I just killed my own dude. I am so sorry. I keep hitting my own people. Okay, got the stranger. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep hitting my own people. I am a bad Bardishman. Quit falling for feints, goddamn you. Alright. Any dead airs? That's a good start. That's good. Oh, the Westmart server. Well, when it comes to players, favorite player. It may seem biased, but Crow always cracks me up. Crow's always been my favorite player because he role plays in a very funny manner. Like his character just learned how to read, but for the longest time his character was a drow or an elf. I think it's a drow actually. That just didn't know how to fucking read. And it was just some of the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. For the longest part, I thought that Crow was a fucking kinku. Because he kept like, oh, he's clearly a kinku. Is called Crow, and until I actually read his profile, I was like, oh, he's a fucking elf. Ah, fuck. But let's see here. Let's see. Favorite DM. My favorite DMs are the ones that don't cause me all the fucking trouble the other ones do. Ah, fuck you both. Is this how we're gonna play this thing? I'll duel you both, you bunch of bastards. Oh, shit. 3 of them, fuck. Okay. But, favorite DM, I mean, my favorite DMs are the ones that don't cause me a bunch of fucking headache. Like, every morning when I wake up, I pick up my phone, and I got all these fucking direct messages about DMs or players, and the DMs I like the most are the ones that are not mentioned in the DM or GM-related private messages. The DMs that simply go in there, they have fun, they make the players have fun, they don't fucking rock the boat, they don't, I don't know, set buildings on fire. Those are the guys and girls, who the hell they are. I don't know their fucking genders. Most of them are dudes, though. But as long as they, do their job well and all that fun stuff, I mean, I don't really have a favorite. It's a very hard thing to say a favorite DM because, because more or less, I don't really play with them. I don't really, I listen to them every once in a while. I listen to their games and all that, and I know some are better than others. That's a very obvious thing when you listen to their games as they're playing. But some of the better DMs we have or we've had come in are. It feels weird saying it. Like I don't want to say so and so's better than so and so because this is just going to cause strife in the server more than what there already is anyway. The ride never ends, my dude. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But yeah, all I'm going to say is that I'm not going to name favorites or name drop, but there are definitely better DMs on the server than other DMs. It's just some of them, don't have the most creativity. Some of them can't really like work off the cuff as better as the others can, and it shows when they run their sessions. I'll say that much. But my favorite DMs are the ones who don't shit my goddamn cat box. All right, those are my favorite DMs. They just keep their head down, they run their games, and they don't make guard when I fucking swallow 38. Those are my favorite DMs. You little fucking archer piece of shit! Look at you. Ooh, javelins. Hey ho, jabby jabby. Yeah, I don't want to create favoritism. I mostly only deal with the ones that are problem babies. Okay, apparently I can't block anything. That's fine. Jeez. Just block the sword. There you go. Instead of keep making them back up towards the friendlies. Yeah, suck start a shotgun. Beta answer. Ah, fuck off you. I mean, there's no reason to create favoritism on a server where the main goal is to have fun. Now, if we're like getting paid for that shit, then yeah, there'd be a reason to do such things. But we're not getting paid. That boy's just chilling. Hey, you. What's going on, Birdman? No, don't touch Birdman. Don't touch Birdman. No, leave Birdman alone. Don't bug my friend. This is my Birdman. Do not touch the Birdman. What's your favorite type of creature in D&D? I've always had a strange, not what's the word for it? I've always beloved the gnoll. I don't know why. Like my first game of D&D, we were fighting gnolls, and for some reason it just always stuck with me. There's this goofy, silly little hyena person that runs around. I don't like the lore behind them. I think the lore behind the gnoll is fucking garbage. To me, the gnoll is so much more than just this thing that eats a lot. Like, I don't get why they were being so lazy about it when it came to the gnoll. Like, why not have certain clans or things like that? But no, they're simply just fucking gnolls are bad, LOL, you're dumb, the end. Like, why is that all you can do with a gnoll? And I think my second favorite would be probably kobolds. Yeah, it's just like... They're just the goofy comic relief bad guy. That's like the mustache twirling villain we all know and love. And they've always just kind of stuck with me. Yeah, local kinku, plague kinku. But yeah, like those have always just been the monsters that have always been part of my childhood, part of my D&D. I guess you could say career. But, yeah, they've always been my favorite monster to have people fight or what have you. Is this the kobold or... Oh, he's playing. Okay. Look, he's playing through the fire and the flames. Ha 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 ha. Flaming kinku. Yeah, see, that background on gnolls is just so fucking lazy. Like, you gotta tell me through all the years gnolls will never gonna evolve or anything? Give me a fucking break. Like, that's not how any being works. Like, I know you want a bad guy, but you can have gnolls be a bad guy with better writing. Like, they are slavers, or they need meat and they prefer the taste of human flesh. But not all gnolls have to be these fucking mustache-twirling villains who just kill just to kill. It's just lazy, lazy writing. Yeah, it always found me strange that kobolds are like this super memey fan favorite race, despite being little evil lizard fucking people. But gnolls are like this cartoony always villain. Like it's lazy. I don't like it. I've never liked it. For every game I run, I always do every single gnoll as a homebrew race, and I do all my gnolls as clans. So when it comes to my gnolls in all my campaigns, they're always nomadic clans that may or may not create a somewhat ramshackle village, but they're never just like these hungry fucking doe-eyed evil monsters that have no fucking writing. Like, they have to... Every bad guy you have in your campaign has to have some form of writing to it. Like, for instance, right now the most beloved character in all my series is fucking First, and First is a fucking... It's a fucking pirate gnoll. Like, First's clan, when I made it up, was they are seafaring pirate gnolls. They operate these little ramshackle barges, and they pull out the ships, and kind of like at anchor for the night, and they raid the ships. And there's no reason why gnolls can't be a more complicated, more well-rounded race. Like, they can still be evil, yeah, sure, write them as evil. Any race can be evil, but at least do it with a bit of finesse. You know, add a bit of evil character to what you're writing. There's no need for just blatantly evil mustache-twirling villain. Hey, Dave. How'd your grinding go?
I told you, my grinder's at the shop.
Oh, so what are you doing out there?
Mowing.
Mowing? Oh, okay. Well, it's like, at the same time, how can a gnoll who, you know, is always hungry, you tell me that they've never been satiated? Like, having a never-ending hunger is shit for, like, undead or, like, brainless shit. Like, if you got a gnoll's somewhat intelligent. They can lay ambushes, they use weapons, they wear armor, yet somehow they can never feel satisfied. Sounds a bit fucking lazy to me, bro. Like, even Skaven have somewhat like they have mercenary groups in canon. They have groups of Skaven that are more or less hired out mercenaries. There's even a group in the Dogs of War book that was like a little band of Skavens who are free to hire. Like, there's nothing stopping a quote-unquote evil race from growing and adapting to the world around them. There's nothing stopping them. And if you don't let them do that, then you're just being lazy. Like, writing is not hard. Anyone can write. It just takes you having to have an open mind and creativity to make it interesting.
Evil does not equal stagnant.
Yeah. Thank you very much, my darling wife. As she just said, evil does not mean stagnant. And gnolls are such a heavily stagnant writing race. Like, well, they just be hungry and they make hyena sounds. Like, okay, what else? No, that's it. What do you mean that's it? There's got to be more to it, right? Trying to read chat and fucking play this game at the same time. What?
Oh, I got wings.
Oh, in a minute. Gnolls will never have character development because they're not elves. It's just to me elves are the truly evil race. I mean, they're always schemers or some shit. Ah, the Kinku's attacking. No, Kinku, no. I feel bad now. I killed the Kinko. But to me, elves are the truly evil race. Like, there's always some kind of shady shit going on with elves. Like gnolls may be evil, but elves are secretly evil. They always have some kind of, like, I don't know, background objective with whatever the hell they do. You know what I mean? Elvish Pride Parade? What on earth? Dragged. Like, I never liked elves. I only like dark elves because, like, or drow because at least they're openly evil. Like, you're like, okay, it's a drow, and you know it's coming. Not any secret agenda hidden behind them. 27 and 9, wow. But, like, I don't know. I don't like blatantly evil races. It's just like, why would you have a blatantly evil race without, like, the writing to, like, accompany it? Like, you're trying to tell me that gnolls have never, a single gnoll never gone, you know what? What if I don't eat everything I kill? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, to me, it just seems lazy. It just seems like no effort's gone into the writing of anything beyond the main, let's go sanitator this time. It seems like no writing has gone into it beyond, like, gnolls bad, gnolls NPC, gnolls, blah. Like, it just seems. Well, the Veil Rider elves currently, the only ones that you guys have encountered or have lore on are the Plains elves, and the Plains elves are more or less going to be neutral, more or less. As the story goes on, you will see that you're going to meet more and more races, and the more races you meet, the more you're going to see that some of them have their own agenda. I like to have each race you all encounter in the game, or not in the game, in the writing, have its own, like, reasoning behind who they side with. Like, perhaps they're desperate or what have you. Fucking launch a rock, you yeet. But, there's going to be an actual reason behind what they do. So it's not going to be like, elves good, orcs bad. No, there's going to be a reason why elves are good, or why orcs are bad, or why orcs are good, or what have you. There's going to be reasons behind their actions. A lot of writers, they simply put in, well, they're bad. Well, why are they bad? Because they are. It's like, well, I want to know why they're bad, what they do, how they live. There's just so little effort put into writing nowadays, it seems like. Ah, you motherfucker. Go with me. Ah. Oh, do you, Cody? Design a character. The next chapter is going to have a bit more identity between Yule and Coco's Veil Riders. It's I keep going back over it and rewriting a few things here and there, but I got more or less the idea I want down. Come fucking at me, bro. Yeah, fuck off. All right, but yeah, the next chapter is going to be really, really fun. I think it's going to be a little more entertaining. Tieflings. To me, Tieflings were ruined by the player base, if you ask me. Tieflings should be just a race. I wouldn't call them bad. I would call them a neutral gray area. But like in the D&D book, oh shit! Fucking nuked that guy. But in the game, most tieflings are actually flesh-colored. Like, they're not... Most tieflings aren't blue or red or what the fuck ever. Most tieflings are just regular people with fucking horns. But for some fucking reason, like, people love to play these fucking retardedly colored tieflings. I just don't get it. Like, I just do not understand why you want to play a snowflake. Like, they are the biggest snowflake race known in D&D, and we all know that. We all know they are snowflake as fuck. But I've only met one tiefling that I liked DMing for, and he played a normal tiefling that was human colored, and the tiefling was not a bard, but a fighter. Ooh, someone just shot me in the fucking shoulder. And the tiefling player played his tiefling like how a tiefling should be played. I mean, it made absolute sense how he played it. I highly enjoyed his character. It's just a really fun thing to play. Now, I've DM'd for a lot of tieflings, all right? I mean, a lot of tieflings. And all of them usually are just absolute fucking garbage. Like, just garbage players, garbage ideas for the character. They're played like little fucking chaotic little fucking fucktards. Like, I hated it. I hated their characters. I hated them as a person. I just hated everything about them. But I think if I had to reckon like a number of tieflings I've DM'd for, maybe like 60 tieflings total. And out of all those 60, only one I did not hate. Like, that's how people usually play those fucking tiefling characters. Just absolute garbage. Well, tieflings ain't gotta be hot either. I mean, it's... I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why people play tieflings as they do. To me, it's just this strange, foreign thing that people do. They want to play a demon without playing a demon. So they... Look at the fucking guy. But they play tieflings because they want to play a snowflake race. Like, I want to be a bright red tiefling with super long fangs. Ooh woo, and I'm a sorcerer. Like, oh god, stop. Just why can't you just be normal? Like, I don't know why you can't play a tiefling like it's a regular fucking person. Like, every single tiefling player except for the one that I've DM'd for wanted to be the center of attention always. And the problem is, they're all trying to be Jester. And we all know that. Every DM knows, okay, you have a blue sorcerer tiefling with a funny accent. You want to be Jester, don't you? That's your plan. You want to be Jester. And Critical Role has done great things for D&D. That's a given. Critical Role has done a lot of good things for D&D. But fuck me if it doesn't make the worst fucking players known to man, since they want to act just like Jester or act like that fucking furball guy. Like, it's just ugh. Like, every time I see a goblin rogue that's female, I think, oh god, please don't be like the little button snatcher. And sure enough, they want to be just like the goofy, funny goblin from Critical Role. And it's just stop. Let's see here. Goblin gunslingers, proper wee rat bag sort. Yeah, a tiefling should look like people. That's the biggest thing about it. I missed the horse kill. Fuck. Oop, he challenged me. Oh, I got stoned. Let's see here. But yeah, I don't know. I think my least favorite race is just tieflings, because the fact that players just ruined them for me. I mean, players are awful when they have a mind to be. Like, it's just tieflings are always these fucking snowflakes that want all the story to be all about them and how their tragic backstory or what the fuck ever. Like, every tiefling has dead parents for some fucking reason, or like their parents were murdered like they're fucking Batman. I don't know. It's just tiresome. I don't know, man. Ah, it's a fucking gnome. It's a fucking gnome. I see you, gnome. I'll come after. I'm gonna get you, gnome. You're not a good elf. You're not a good goblin. You're a gnome. Ah, you fucking dickhole. Ah, I got axed. All right. Yeah, I don't get what happened to furbolgs. Furbolgs were a pretty manly race, or at least a more beefy race back in the day. Now they're like weird tea drinking fucking hippies. Like, I don't understand what happened. Players are awful. Guard 2020. Get your pills here. Someone in the fucking tower throwing rocks. Nope. Enough YouTubers with my accent. Well, like when I play Overwatch, people go, "Oh my god, you voiced McCree?" I said, "No. You see, Matt Mercer was pretending to be me. I'm the OG real deal here." And they're like, "Haha, funny hick man." There was a time on Overwatch where they told me they didn't want me to play. They wanted me to stay and spawn and read Harry Potter. So for like a whole match, that's what I did. I read Harry Potter. Whoop. Oh, I didn't duck that. Oh, fuck, he got me. Got you! Hey! 1 to 3 on 1. Like, for me, furbolgs were supposed to be like these really cool, like, woodsman type characters from how they're described. And you got Critical Role going, "Oh yeah, so our furbolgs love drinking tea, and they're always from Wisconsin." Like, why are all the furbolgs from Wisconsin? I don't understand. "So there I was walking through the forest one day, and I spilt my cup of tea. It was horrible." Like why is that a thing? I don't understand. I do not understand why that is. Do not understand. "Well, hey there, do you guys want to buy a bunch of fucking forest mushrooms? Eh?" Like, why is that a furbolg of all things? Why is that the furbolg voice? But I get, but here's the thing, Matt Mercer is not a bad GM, don't get me wrong, he's actually quite a good GM. But I don't know why he does some of the things he does. That's one thing like, people like to talk shit about Mercer, and I'm like, well, Mercer's just a GM Matt Mercer is a GM who has a huge fan backing due to Overwatch, because he voiced McCree and he voices other characters as well. He's a voice actor with a huge fan background that just happens to be also a very pro D&D GM. At the same time, he's able to use that fan backing to propel this Critical Role thing to absolute heights. As a fellow DM, is the story that good? I don't think so. I mean, it's convoluted in a lot of ways. A lot of times the storylines just confuse the absolute fucking shit out of me. And it's wacky and all that fun stuff, which I guess makes for great TV, which is fine, but I don't understand the hype. a lot of times when I'm watching Critical Role, I do it mostly for background noise and to try and win free shit. I'll be honest, I watch them for the free fucking dice box giveaways. I'm not gonna lie to you. But while I'm listening, I'm kind of going, he did what now? Or the party did this? That's pretty strange. And why would they do X? Like for a while, the biggest thing was what was it? What was she? There's another voice, another voice actor who was that little chestnut-colored person. Had the halo, and she was a druid of justice or something, and she was, I forget what it was, but it was one of those guest appearances from another voice actor, and her character was like the most, like, super snowflake, like snowflake beyond snowflake, and I forget what happened, but anyway, but like, he just allows these characters that are one-shot characters, I would assume, but I don't know. It's I'll say it's entertaining for all the right and both wrong reasons. Because some of his players, like, the better players are Jester's husband. I forget what his name is. What is his name? But Jester's player's husband's a pretty good player. I like him. Duck. The sorcerer guy, the German sorcerer guy. Those are my two favorite players on Critical Role. The rest of me are fucking, I don't know, man. They're definitely something else, and I think they're the reason why the reason why there's this like intellectual poisoning of D&D, because the players or fans fall in love with these voice actors and the characters they play, and because that happens, they want to not immolate. They want to the word for copy. What is it? Not immolate. What the fuck? Not simulate. But they want to. Yeah, Travis. That's his name. Travis. I like Travis. But the other wacky things that these other players do, their fan bases want to kind of simulate the experience and kind of pretend to be them. Like being a button snatcher, or, you know, having a weird funny accent, or being a tiefling that has lollipops as a fucking weapon for spirit weapon. Like, they are players that have a theme they want, an idea that they want to do, but unfortunately, it's just, I don't know, due to their fame and the notoriety, is kind of poisoning the minds of other players. It's not their fault. Don't get this wrong. I'm not saying they're at fault for it, but it's just one of the things that, you know, is happening. You know, people are trying to pretend to be these characters due to the fact of how famous their players are. Like, oh, I want to be just like Jester, so they make a blue cleric tiefling that uses spirit weapon and has like unicorns or some damn thing for you know, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like duplicate. I guess that's the word I was looking for. Duplicate or imitate. But yeah, like it's a shame that instead of coming up with their own creative idea like those players on Critical Role did, instead they're trying to like just copy it, like outright copy it. And it should be, it kind of takes the genuineness out of D&D. And like I said, it's not their fault. I'm not saying that they're like Critical Role bad, just due to the fame of the series and the lore and Matt Mercer and all, you know, and the notoriety and all that. It's just kind of causing problems. How am I first? Is this kind of causing problems within the D&D community? And I think the only problem is that it's the players' fault. I mean, for the most part, you can blame the players in some regard for wanting to be little apey shits. But I don't know. Critical Role has initiated a lot of things that have just simply burned out of control within the D&D community, and it's really starting to show now. Like, it is starting to show with a vengeance. And I just wish that people could think on their own without having to like try and pretend to be Jester or that goblin chick with the fat titties, you know, whatever. It'd be nice if they could regain their own identity back, because it is poisoning a lot of games. And one of y'all mentioned the SJW stuff. I have noticed that there are a lot. I don't know if it's just like the trend or whatever, but since I began DMing, it used to be normal. And I don't mean normal as in like cis hetero normal. No, like it was just normal. Like people didn't give a shit about that. You were there to pretend to be somebody. You were there to play a text-based video game for the most part. And now it's like every player has an agenda or something. Like say when I go to the game store, there's a game store I go to. I play Ninth Age and Star Wars Legion and what have you. And while I'm there, there are D&D groups there. And there's always like this Tumblrite group there. And they just say the most inane shit. And I'm just like, the poor DM they hired to DM for them is just like, I can see the light just dying in his eyes as he has to describe whether or not the goblin is a male or female or Zer fucking goblin. I'm like, are you fucking out of your mind? Like, me and my friends are sitting there, like, just cringing the fuck out of our necks. Like, is this shit for real? And the more I walk around these other stores and kind of peep into what they're doing with D&D, I'm just seeing more and more of it, and I cannot figure out why it is the way that is. Like, I just cannot figure out where that even came in. Why is that a part of D&D? Why is that a pillar of D&D? Why is sexual identity and craft a cornerstone of D&D? I don't get it. But the problem is, when I talk to them, I ask them, hey, do you watch Critical Role? They go, oh my god, I love that show. My favorite character is the Furball player. I go, fuck. So, it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just do not know about it. It'd be unfair to say that Critical Role is ruining. A lot of people on TG say that Critical Role is Critical Role is killing, fucking D&D. It's not killing it. If anything, Critical Role has helped it. Critical Role has helped D&D a whole lot. But some of the politics that they inject into the game, that I'm not so sure on. And there's nothing really wrong with injecting politics into D&D, but there's got to be a reason behind it, or at least, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like that. It's just weird when you overhear a player say, my character has no gender. You can really call them their name. I'm like, why is that even important? Why is that a cornerstone of your gaming experience? Why is that even a thing? Like, it just boggles my fucking mind. I don't get it. I don't know why that would be even important to the DM or the party or the story. Why are your gender politics important to a fantasy medieval game? Like, back in the day, this is all kind of set around the medieval fantasy genre. No one gave a fuck about your goddamn gender. They were worried about surviving the plague and or being able to eat tomorrow. Like there's no room for that shit in D&D. There's no reason why it should be in D&D. Like, that's why I don't understand, why I don't get. Like, why is that a thing? What do you mean you can fill out a D&D consent form on stream? What was it? Is that a thing? My axe wasn't out. Fuck. Matt Mercer is also the person who said the orcs of Mordor are an example of extreme capitalism. I don't know about capitalism. Perhaps industrialism. Perhaps. But capitalism... well, I would hardly call us... I mean... See, that's what I mean by, like, injecting your politics. They're not capitalists, they're heavily industrial. They're industrialists. What the fuck does... I mean, hell, Gondor's fucking capitalist. What the fuck are you talking about? All the dwarves are capitalists. Like, I don't get... I don't get it. I don't get why he would say that. That's silly. That's very silly. Like, I don't understand why you would try and yeah, that I don't get. I don't get that. I hope it's a joke. I mean, it'd be a pretty good joke if you said it as a joke. Like, that'd be a lot of laughs. If it was a joke. If it's not a joke, then I have many questions. Like why would you say that? Like, why'd you say that seriously? There's no point in saying that seriously. Oh, team. I'm sorry, it's a team. But yeah, I don't get why you would try and, like, rile up the right by saying, you know, orcs are capitalists. Like, that makes no sense. Like why would you say that? I don't know. There's a lot of... I have a huge D&D GM, I guess you call it like a theory or a policy or, you know, what have you. But basically, you know, your job as a DM is to more or less create a world for the players to play in. Your politics should never be in the game in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Loot Man. I'm sorry. But your politics should never be in the game at all. Your personal politics should never, ever join the game. Ever. Like, if you're a DM or a GM, your politics, your own personal beliefs should never touch the game board. If your players want to do that, then fine. Let your players be stupid or whatever have you and try and have like a Goblin Caesar revolution. Whatever have it. But don't try and, like, make your own political enemies the also enemies in your campaigns. Don't make, like, these super capitalist dwarves or whatever have you the bad guys in your story. It's just not... It's just not right. It's not proper. Like, you just shouldn't do that in general. You shouldn't demonize and run the risk of even hurting one of your players' feelings because you're demonizing their political beliefs. It's a very slippery slope to go fucking traipsing down. Like, D&D should be all about fun. Having fun with your friends, with your buddies, with people you ain't never met before. Get to know them via their characters, or as people, like, have drinks afterwards. Like, that kind of stuff. But you should never make D&D a political platform. That's ruining the very concept of D&D. D&D should be, I hate to use this word, but D&D should be a safe place to be yourself. It shouldn't be a place where, you know, you always hear about those D&D horror stories where, like, you know, we kicked out the Nazi and everyone clapped. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. Like, I don't get that. There are a lot of things with the D&D community today that do bother me and do make me actually quite sad. But unfortunately, that's just how the state of affairs is. There's no way to change it. It's simply how things have developed. Like, back when I was a kid, D&D was all about killing goblins, facing dragons, having fun with your friends, sucking down fucking Surge and... What was colas called? Not shock cola. They were like a super caffeine cola. Oh shoot! It's in a red can. And you know, it's all about having fun with friends. Now it's like, how can I self-insert myself into my character as much as possible and make a statement? Like, what? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It just makes no sense to me. I hope it gets better. I'm sure it will, eventually, but I'm not sure what's going to cause the change. I'm not sure what's going to be the big turning point. The big turning point currently was Critical Role. I mean, we can all half and gaff about it, but the biggest turning point for D&D in this century or this decade, or whatever you want to call it, this particular time frame of D&D was Critical Role. They brought it back onto the map, so to speak. But whether it's done good or bad, I can't tell. Surge, thank you, that's what it was. Surge Cola, and Jolt. That's what it was, Jolt Cola. It's in a red can, and your parents can only buy it for you because it's like super caffeinated. Jolt soda was the fucking shit. I drank a lot of Surge, Jolt Cola, and Brisk in a can. Brisk iced tea in cans. That's like my fucking childhood. I would sit down and watch Jurassic Park with a bag of Oreos and a can of Brisk. But I don't know. Like, a lot of people like will ask me in other servers, what do you think of Critical Role? And I think they are truly a double-edged sword. They did a lot of good, but they've introduced a lot of bad things as well. And they're things we can't change. It's simply the times, in a way. Simply how things developed. And it's given some people a soapbox they can stand on and preach to people about their beliefs. But for the most part, Critical Role's done a lot of good. It really has. It's brought D&D back out into light. You're getting fresh news on it. It's a lot of good things going on with it. But I just wish all the bad things hadn't come with it. Because, unfortunately, yeah, Vult. I remember there were, like, vending machines that sold Vult, too. But I dropped my fucking lance. God damn it. But, like, when it comes to all this weird politics to it, I think it's partially because the fans of Overwatch were once good, and but then they became, we want all of our characters gay. Why isn't we need more black people as players? Blah, blah, like that's kind of like what Overwatch did for a while now. And a lot of those people knew about Matt Mercer. They knew about all the voice actors, so they followed their champion icons to D&D. And it's just kind of, the wave kind of followed Matt Mercer from Overwatch into D&D, and now we have these things happening in D&D. Oh, Studio Ghibli was brilliant. Like, you cannot hold a candle to Studio Ghibli. How the fuck do I couch this lance? There we go, F. And I don't know. Like, it's the same. I have the same guffs about Overwatch that I have with D&D. Like, why are suddenly all these weird shit popping up? Like, why are gender politics a part of a goddamn video game? They shouldn't be. Jousting. Or why are, I don't know, man. It's just frustrating. As a DM, it's just frustrating. A lot of it's just frustrating, and it's stuff that I can't change. There's no way that Guardbro from બ્યᴏᴜ is gonna fucking change the D&D world until I become like super ooper duper famous. And there's no way that I can make a real huge impact on the D&D community. All I can do is try and play the game correctly, and that's all any DM can do. I've dropped my fucking lance. And that's just part of the problem. I mean, it's just that right now a bunch of really famous people are more or less heading the D&D community. Matt Mercer for one, and it's mostly, unfortunately, the community is going to follow their lead. I mean, look at the Guide to Wildemount and all that. That thing's going to be wildly successful, and you all know why. It's going to be successful because Matt Mercer made it. That thing could be either, thank you, marginally, but that thing could be a gleaming corn or a smelly turd. It does not matter. People are going to love it because Matt Mercer made it, and they're going to follow it like it's the Bible. It's just how it is. That's how fame works. I mean, and it's kind of weird seeing like the fame thing happen in D&D. Never thought I'd see that coming, besides maybe Gary Gygax, but yeah, I mean, it's a weird culture shock thing when you're seeing celebrity bias happening in D&D. And I've read I've read through the illegal copies of the Wildemount thing. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's going to create a lot more a lot more critical rollites. I can see that happening a lot because there's a lot of critical role placed inside the Guide to Wildemount, and there's no way we're getting out of that without some kind of critical role bias to it. Adam Cowbell, isn't he another YouTube D&D streamer? His name sounds familiar. And I know there's another group out there on YouTube that shows their player streams, much like Critical Role does, just different. Yeah, the Cult of Fame. Oh, really, brother? You're gonna kill your own bro? But the Cult of Fame. I mean, let's be honest here. Everyone wishes they could be famous for one reason or another. Like me drawing my anime titties, or fucking, or doing the D&D thing, or being a GM, or doing the green text, or narrating. Everyone hopes for their own slice of notoriety. It would be absolutely false of me to say that not everyone wants. No. Everyone wants notoriety. It's how it works. Every human being wants to be known. The problem is once you have the notoriety, what you do with it. Because if you just completely Shawshank your notoriety and become this infamous person, then suddenly you'll be able to change things for the better or for the worse. Like, Mercer, for the longest time, was a low-level narrator, but he slowly built up his fan base, and when Overwatch hit, that man was like a name brand, like a household name in narrating. And due to this, all of his other activities became well known, like D&D. And then he has all the stuff going on now. But the notoriety of everything, it helps. Well, I mean, look at movie stars. I mean, it's pretty good. Who the fuck, you piece of shit? But I don't know. I'm kind of rambling here. I didn't really predict having to talk about this stuff, but I do have my own thoughts on it a lot of the time, and I just wish that these other DMs that are famous or infamous or whatever have you would at least. Oh, he outjousted me. Would, you know, kind of change things for the better. Henry Cavill, I don't know. I thought he thought he played Geralt relatively well. The man's not got a lot of work with. I mean, the man's got. I mean, it could have been better, but he's doing his best with what he's got. He is going to launch the Witcher fan base into the fucking stratosphere. You know, with who he is, what he does, and the Witcher series, which will be good for Witcher fan folks. Like, you know, it's good to have that population growth going on. But there's going to be highs and lows, all of it. You know, it's just how it be, how it do. As for 40k, don't get me fucking started on 40k. You'll be here for the next 3 to 4 hours as I rant and rave. Because I played 40k back in, like, the early 2000s, if not the 90s. I was there when it was just White Dwarf shit. And now it's like this weird fucking racket. Like, 40k is a fucking racket. Hey, we'll sell you this giant robot for $400 for a nice power spike. Ugh, fuck. Well, I'm not surprised it's going to be Yennefer's story, because fucking Hollywood politics, you know how it is. Oh, actually, you want to talk about Hollywood politics? I'm still steaming over this shit. Who here is a big Artemis Fowl fan, huh? Who here likes Artemis Fowl, huh? Who here has seen the Artemis Fowl trailers, huh? Notice something peculiar about the Artemis Fowl trailers, huh? Maybe something a little strange, maybe something a little bit out of character with the Artemis Fowl trailers, huh? So I tell you what, I keep dropping this fucking lance, but the Artemis Fowl trailers have sent my fucking blood pressure to the fucking roof. Like, I don't understand why they did what they did with the Artemis Fowl series, and what enticed them to turn the big white Russian bodyguard named Butler into a huge black dude with a white afro. And the irony, motherfucker, the irony is that, oh, get fucking dunked on. The irony is that Butler, Dmitry Romanov, whatever his name was, you know, he was a huge character. He was a big white Russian guy. He's like a line of butlers that do butler things and all that. But instead of having a white butler, for some reason Hollywood wanted a black butler serving a little white dude. Why the hell would they voluntarily make the guy named Butler into a white dude? Like, they turned the white butler into a black butler on purpose, and I cannot figure out why. What went through their heads to make them want to do that? Like, it's mind-boggling why they want to, like, shoehorn in racism into, like, it's beyond me. And like, that fact flew over my head. My wife went, "They made Butler black." I said, "Yeah." She went, "Why do they want to use obvious racism?" Like, what do you mean? She goes, "Well, it's making it obviously racist. Look, they have a big white butler serving a rich little white guy." I'm like, holy fuck, you're right. Like, it flew right over my fucking head when she pointed that out. But yeah, instead of having a white dude serving a white dude, they want a black dude serving a white dude. I was fucking flabbergasted that's even a thing. That, and they completely fucked up the story. Oh, you piece of shit. They completely fucked up the story of Artemis Fowl anyway. Like, it's just, they're completely changing the story. They're changing things abruptly. They made Commander Root into a female officer, so now Holly Short no longer has the prestige of being the first female LEP Recon officer, which is a bit of a fucking mindfuck, because that's Holly Short's entire thing. She's the first female LEP Recon officer. Now she's the second. I don't understand why they would do that. Why they would bring down the accomplishments of a strong, independent white elf woman. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. How did we even get here? I forget how we got to this point. How did we get on this tangent? Oop, ouch. Jeez. So I think we've been going on here long enough. I may hop off the stream here, go have ice cream with the wife at Andy's, go outside, get some sun. So before I head out, why don't you guys put what you feel like putting in the chat here, and I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. Sound good? I'm dead. What orc thing on Twitter? The last orc thing I saw on Twitter was the female orc who falls in love with the human warrior and is carrying him off to be wed. That's all the last orc thing I ever saw on Twitter. What's Twitter saying now? What is the tweet verse saying? Piss. Yes, there is no true knowing on just who let the dogs out. Unfortunately, it's up to the great mystics and elders of our time to quantify just who let out the dogs. "24 viewers. Nice. I like that. More than I expected, to be honest with you. Oh, get fucking dunked on. Taking your horse. Fuck you. Yep. They're saying orcs are, like, D&D orcs are racist? Or like just orcs in general are racist? Like, how are orcs racist? I don't get that. How can someone found the way to play orcs and immediately compared it to black people? What? So, what? Like, so they're playing orcs as like an African American, or like I don't understand what the big hoopla is here. Trying to figure out what exactly the point of that statement is. Like I'm not really quantifying what the hook is here. And so because of this, people are saying that playing an orc is... You would think that the orc being green and having tusks and looking nothing like a black person would completely negate that, but I mean, like, oh, I mean, to me that makes no sense. To me, I don't understand why you would draw a parallel from a fantasy thing to a real thing. You cannot draw parallels between a thing that does exist and a thing that does not exist. That's not how logic works. Oh, wow, a draw? Whoa, I haven't had a draw in forever. Jeez. They're saying representation of orcs is racist because of the way orcs are described in new manuals. The only way that can be true, alright, is if they themselves think that black folk are brutish and... what else was on there? The only way you can think an orc is racist is if you believe that you also believe that black folks are also brutish and savage. That's the only way you could draw a parallel. You would have to be a racist to draw a parallel between an orc and a black person purely on a text sentence. Like, you would have to think that way. It'd be you thinking that way. Or am I just fucking retarded here? Because I am a white person. Okay, I'm a white Midwesterner. All right, but I don't compare orcs to black folk. Who the hell would try and compare orcs to black folk? Who would do that? I don't understand why you would do such a fucking blatantly simple-minded thing. Like, that's what I don't get. You would have to consider black folk savage and brutish to draw the fucking parallel. Am I retarded? Am I just not getting like the fucking pull here? Like, it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious. You would have to think that way previously and believe that about the other race or whatever to draw that parallel. That is fucking mind-boggling. Absolutely fucking mind-boggling that someone on Twitter would be stupid enough to do that. If y'all want, clip that voice clip and say, hey, hey, you're a fucking retard. And if you believe that, you're the fucking racist. Anyone who has the logical capabilities and the amount of brain cells required, the RAM space in your brain to draw a parallel between something that does not exist and apply that. I think the stream just dropped. Hold on. I think I ran out of memory. All right, hold on here. Hold on. Do. I think the stream just dropped. I might be still streaming. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to wait until my browser pops back up with the info I need. If it does, we'll see. While we're doing that, I'm just going to check the server once again. Nope, I think we lost it. I think I lost it. Let me pull her back up here. Nope, I think I lost my entire stream. None of my shit's working. Fuck. Alright, let's just do this then. Alright, sorry about that. Had the stream crash. Can y'all hear me now? I should be back up and running now. I think. Maybe. More or less, my computer had a fucking meltdown. I was like, all right, you're out of RAM, sir. Get your RAM cards out. You're out of RAM. You're done here. So if y'all can still hear me, if y'all can tell me in the chat, I appreciate it. Let's wait a second until that pops back up. Alright, so y'all can still hear me. Yeah, so unfortunately, I had a little crash there. My bad. I had to go in there and restart my PC. Glad the stream's still up. That's a cool little feature. But yeah, I'm going ahead and end the stream here on that note because I was just getting angry. Like, I cannot stand people that do that shit. It just irks me in all the wrong ways. I cannot stand that shit. Cannot stand that shit. Like, I get that most folks will meet. Like, I'm a white dude. I'm a Southerner. I'm a Midwesterner. I'm ex-military, right? People will automatically assume I'm a racist. Just off the bat. They will assume that guy's gotta be a fucking racist. I bet he hates Mexicans. Like, it's just the worst part of humanity right now, and I just hate it. But like, I cannot stand people who draw parallels between real things and fake things, and then completely fucking skull-fuck the logic on their own. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous that people would make a correlation between a fantasy orc and then apply the orc to a real-life person, like a real-life race. Why the fuck would you ever do that? That's stupid. That is so unbelievably fucking ignorant to do that. Like, it's just fucking mind-boggling that someone would do that. I cannot believe, like, I went on my phone while I was restarting my computer. I was going on Twitter, and yeah, I thought you guys were kidding me. Nope, it's true. And I was fucking horrified that people are applying fantasy races to real people. Let me guess. Someone's gonna say something else is very related to the dwarves, right? Like, what's next? Goblins are now. What, Puerto Ricans? I don't know. Let me guess. All the elves are related to humans because they own. What's the next ridiculous illogical jump they're gonna make? Like, what, that the all dragons should be, different pronouns? Like, what next? What is next? By all means, tell me what's next. What other dumb shit am I gonna learn today about people being dumb fucking retards? Like, what's next? What is next? I'm so annoyed now. I was having a good day. But now it's a bad day. Tomorrow I'm gonna start narrating and producing the next Veil Rider video. Gonna do another To Catch a Predator video and name it something else. So it actually gets monetized. I'm gonna begin working in earnest on the different comics coming out. Hopefully drawing streams would be nice. Yeah. Most of the D&D content from the server in my games will be on Neckbeardia. You'll be able to find it there. More than likely, this video will not be monetized due to what we're talking about, because that is the opus moderandi of YouTube, I guess, nowadays. So yeah. Yeetius, that's a spicy comment, I gotta say there. Right now, not Neckbeardia, Guardbeardia is not making a lot of money, or making some money because of the coronavirus and the low view count and all that fun stuff. But I do have a coffee account where y'all can just toss something in. If y'all would like to do that more than just like, because I know no one likes watching ads. I know that. I'm not fucking stupid. I know how it all works. But if y'all feel like donating, there is a coffee you all can donate to $1 or whatever. I don't give a damn. It's whatever y'all want to. Well, just whatever y'all feel like. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. Simply if you want to. But thank you guys for joining me on my test stream today. It was a very good learning experience. I'm sure that Neck's going to help me out, make the next stream a little bit better. Hopefully a better bit rate, a little less delayed, hopefully as well. But my hope is that the next stream is going to be a little more well structured, a little more better looking, and hopefully I see y'all there. So until the next time I see ya, this has been Garbro, as y'all very well know, and I'll see y'all when I next see ya. See y'all later.